Prime Minister before you get invited to sit for an official portrait. Our most recent portraits of former Prime Ministers on the wall behind me is a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Now, she's a little bit older than that now, and some of you may not know she was the very first woman who was Governor General of Australia. So she's breaking new ground, wasn't she? What she's saying there, she has opened the door for other women to follow in her footsteps. She's also very keen on the environment as well, as we all should be. Now we're in the House of Representatives now, because the first thing you do notice when you walk in here is the colour of the chamber. You go down to Old Palm House, you find the very dark green down there, because when they opened that back in 1927, they copied the British Parliament. The Westminster system is called, also the colours of their chamber. Moved up here and opened this building in 1988. I want to keep the green but come up with nice Australian greens. So the architects went out and had a look at the colours of the Australian bush. And these are the colours of eucalypt trees they brought here into the chamber. You look at those empty seats directly opposite, see the seats get lighter as they go from the bottom to the top, because that's the way the Australian bush is. The Australian bush gets lighter as it goes from the bottom to the top, which is opposite the European forest. They tend to get darker. So that's a symbolic effect of British Parliament. Again, want to keep the red but come up with nice Australian reds. Architects went out in Central Australia, had a look at the colour of soil, which I mentioned earlier on, nice and red. But they also looked at the tips of the leaves of eucalypt trees as the seasons start to change and all that new growth started to become the Australian bush, with lots of reds and pinks. They brought those colours here into the centre. Again, you're sitting in the public gallery directly opposite and also in the centre. 400 seats here for the public to come sit and watch the Senate on a sitting day. Press gallery similar to the House of Representatives. Also the soundproof galleries up the top of the schools. So we do cater for the public and schools in both the chambers. They're not. Have a look at the emu. The emu's looking across and keeping an eye on these government senators. The kangaroo's looking across and keeping an eye on the opposition senators. Well, someone's got to keep an eye on them, haven't they? You might even ask this question, why we have this kangaroo and this emu as part of our coat of arms. Kangaroo, typically Australian animal, emu is an Australian bird, which is correct. We've also got something else in common, the kangaroo and the emu. Neither the kangaroo nor the emu can walk backwards. The kangaroo can't walk backwards because his tail gets in the way. The emu can't walk backwards because his kneecaps are actually back to front. See, more trivia you can use on your friends. And that's the way we'd like the rest of the world to see us as Australians. Always going forward and never going backwards.